again, welcome back to another video. This is Crypto Coins, and in this video I'm gonna go over my Time Wonderland position and what it's like after 1 month being invested in Wonderland Time. This is my 1 month review. I bought this position on October 29th and now it's November 29th and it's been exactly 1 month. So I have to pay my dues and we have to talk about Wonderland Time here. Overall, I've been extremely happy with the investment. I got in at a decent price, not the best, and I was able to make some moves. So let's get right into the video and see some numbers here. So if we zoom out here and we take a look at the 1 month chart, we've been seeing it trade between 7,000 and 10,000 this whole time, and it's been a little choppy. It hasn't been linear and just skyrocketing straight up. We've had some nice ups. We had some downs, and right now currently it's trading at 7,500. Now, some people might be getting frustrated because it's basically gone nowhere for the past month. We're looking here at 7,000. That's more or less where I got in, between 6,500 and 7,000, and we're now just at 7,500. But remember, we are collecting nice APY every 8 hours. So this shouldn't really bother you as much because we are continuously collecting that APY. So kind of look at it as a stable coin that is giving you a nice APY with some volatility in between. But the volatility in the past month has sustained nicely above 7,000. So if you're getting this, if you're getting into this project around 7,000, you're getting a great deal. Let's go take a look at the watch list right now. If we take a look at the watch list, there's 61,000 people watching this. So it's garnered a lot of attention, and it's a big name out there. Wonderland Time is one of the leading DAO projects. The market cap right now, we're looking at $421 million there for the market cap. And so pretty nice. It's in the top three bigger projects there with Klima DAO and Olympus DAO. And this one is part of the Avalanche ecosystem. So therefore, it makes it extremely inexpensive to get into, and it became a hot name. Now, before we go to my calculator and break down my position and what I've done so far, I want to go over some comments and questions to address some of your concerns. So let's take a look at some comments here. So first comment here from Zach. Keen to hear about your next DAO project. So right now I have locked in some profits from multiple positions, and I'm kind of on the sidelines and I don't know where to put this money. So I just wanted to address this. I have talked about I'm going to make some new moves this week, and just to give you guys an update on that, I still haven't decided what I want to get into. It might be a few days before I make those moves. I do have some money on standby and just ready to go when I see something that I'm motivated to do so. So just giving a little update there for everyone waiting on that. Thank you, Zach. Next comment here. I wanted to put a couple of $1,000s into Wonderland Time this past week, but I'm having new problems figuring out all the steps. Does this turn down mean I shouldn't do it? Or does it mean that this is a good time to do it? Just like I'm taking advantage and buying more BTC and ETC. Thank you for that comment there. So Wonderland Time, based on the last month and my personal experience, somewhere around 7,000 is a good entry point. Now, if we zoom out into 3 months here, this opened up somewhere around $500. There is a long way down if this was to dump, but I must say it's holding nicely above 7,000. So good starter positions around 7,000 is a good idea, not to put a full position, or if you're being more aggressive, putting your full position at 7,000. But we never know with these projects what they're going to do in the long term. These are all brand new territories, and there's not a lot of historical data of what these things can do. So it's the Wild West right now. Just be careful out there. And having this downturn does mean that it is a good time to buy. Now, the only thing is you can use more or less 7,000 as a line of support here. So if it does close in any day below that, it could be a somewhat of a warning sign. So you can give yourself about a 1,000 point buffer there. So if it goes below 6,000, maybe if you're trading, take it in for a loss. In my investing style, The lower it goes, I add into it. And then once I deployed my budget for that position, I just hold. I don't like locking in losses, and I'm a bag holder. Yes, I am. So I tend to hold. And I don't like locking in losses, but everyone's different. So hopefully that helped out. Let's go to the next comment. What is the minimum for investing? There is no minimum, but depending on what you're investing on, there's gas and network fees in between the transactions. And if you're investing on things like Time Wonderland and Metaverse Pro, those are fairly inexpensive networks. So even the Matic Polygon network, if you do it correctly, I have tutorials on that as well. Now, if you're using something that's Ethereum based, it's going to be very expensive, a lot of gas fees. So I avoid Ethereum projects for that reason. So how much do you need to invest? If you invest on some of these other more efficient projects, as far as the network goes, you're looking at maybe a few dollars, $5 in fees. So it's up to you if you want to invest, $5, you want to stick $5 over time, or $10 or $20. Just know that you're going to probably spend around $5 in fees through transactions, depending where you start buying the tokens necessary to swap in the exchanges that you currently have. So I'm not sure what your budget is, but just keep in mind, if you have $5 in fees and you're investing $5, that means 50% of your investment is going to fees. So it's always better to invest a little bit more, because you're going to get fees, and that offsets the fees based on the amount you are investing. So you have to consider these things. Something like Time Wonderland, Metaverse Pro, and KlimaDAO, you're looking at no more than $5 in fees. In some of these cases, it's pennies. So I'm just saying $5 just as like a buffer. So hopefully that helped. Next comment. Hey bro, how much did you start with? So each position, maybe this helps. Each position right now for KlimaDAO, my budget is to put a starter position at $500, and if it dips lower, I'll put an additional $500. And right now I'm only allocating $1,000 to each of one of these projects. I do not put more than $1,000. That's just my personal budget. And the only time I didn't put a starter position was on Metaverse Pro, because it was new. So I just put on my full $1,000 position there. But you have to come up with, based on your income, an equation that makes sense that you could afford to invest. And that money I continuously recycle. So I'm out of 2 positions out of 4 positions I have right now that are risk free, and I have some cash on hand. So I have some cash on hand on the side, and I invested no more than $1,000 on these 4 positions. So since 2 are risk off, I have $2,000 invested, and I have $2,000 on the sidelines right now, trying to see what moves to make. So hopefully that helps. Next question here. Jeremy wrote here, so if you stake Joe, then get XJoe, you can lend it or farm it and get rewarded for the stake and the farm and lend. Yes, you can get rewards for farm and lending. Absolutely. So that's why it's so nice. I'll do an update on Joe later this week, and we'll see how that position is doing. So it's beautiful. It's like an infinity loop. You stake Joe, you get XJoe, and then you can lend or farm XJoe. So yes, absolutely. It's a nice cycle there. So hopefully that helped, Jeremy. Next comment here. As there's no login for Wonderland, is your stake identified by your wallet? Do you have to keep it connected all the time? Great question there, Johnny. Yes, your stake is identified by your wallet. No, you do not have to have it connected at all times. You can disconnect. And I actually suggest you disconnect. You don't want to have an open connection on your browsers or on your phone with any website. So just, for safety reasons. So you should be disconnecting every time you're not using these apps, and it is identified by your wallet. Great question. Thank you, Johnny. Let's go to the next one. Don't do it with BUSD. Wrong choice. Gas fees are in BNB. No, I'm stuck with BUSD and no BNB for gas fees. This is a great comment. I think I addressed this before, but I just want to bring it up again because I did the full tutorial on Metaverse Pro about buying it with BUSD. When I did that video in the exchanges underneath market cap, it said BUSD and it didn't have BNB, but it is a BNB coin, so that's kind of common sense. By default, you should be able to buy by BNB, and that is actually the best way to buy it. So the best way to buy Metaverse Pro is with BNB. No need for BUSD or other coins. And since BNB is the native network gas fee coin, it's best to just do it with BNB. Thank you for that comment. And last comment here, Ignatius here wrote, "Thanks so much. You're a great tutor." And thank you for showing the love there. Just wanted to give a shout out there. So that's going to wrap it up for the comment sections. Let's go back to my Dow calculator and my position to see where we stand right here after 1 month Wonderland time. So as of now, the current APY is 85,000 there for Wonderland. And it's giving a ROI 5-day rate of 9.6. Now the minting discounts are pretty favorable here, around 8%, which is good. If you currently mint, you will make more money than staking. This pays out about 2 to 3% more if you rebase those minting rewards. So I don't mint. It's something I haven't dabbled into, but maybe I should. Your stake balance here, I currently have 0.065276 memories. Next reward is 0.000403, and that's a yield of 0.6182. So looking pretty good. I really enjoyed this project, and it worked out for me so far. In addition, I want to mention now they have a calculator here on their website. So you can put the amount that you have. It gives you an APY here, how much money you have, and you can dabble with this and just kind of play with it to see how much money you will make in the given time that you're forecasting. So pretty cool calculator. Here, let's see what this gives me in 1 year based on what I have staked here according to these metrics. Let's see here, 365 days. That means according to these metrics, I'm gonna have $421,143. Wow, I'm gonna have $500,000 there. Woohoo! Now I don't know if this is sustainable, and I'm definitely not counting on having $500,000 or $421,000 in 1 year. I'm not expected to have that based on this investment, but it's gonna be interesting to see what I do get after 1 year. So this is why I'm doing this series and keeping an update to see what the real returns are based on the price action and continuous changing APY. So that's something you can play with there on their website. Now let's go to my calculator, and I'm going to copy my current position here so I can update it. So if we go to my calculator, let's go here to the coins. Let's update this and let's input these numbers. So as of now, I have 0 personal money invested in Time Wonderland. I had a profitable position that I closed out, therefore it gave me a free position. Right now I have 0.065276 coins invested. The market price of Time Wonderland, it's around 7,500. The market value of this position is $491. I closed a previous position and closed it for a $375 profit. That gives me a gain of $866, and I'm up 86% on my original investment that I had initiated of $1,000. But I took that risk off the table, so all this is all profit. Let's input these numbers and see what my graph gives me. So today is November 29, 2021. I have $0 invested of my personal money, and the current price of Time Wonderland is around 75.30 here, 75.30, and my total gain here is 866.86. So let's see the chart and let's see what that looks like. So the blue here represents my initial investment, which I invested $500 on October 29th. On October 30th, I added another $500 for a total of $1,000. And here I took some risk off and the profits. I took my initial investment and $375 of profit. So now I'm risk-free. If we take a look at the red line, that's the price action of Time Wonderland. So it's kind of been sideways now. And the yellow is the market value of my position. It's all profit now, and it's working out very nice. I have $0 cash invested. Coins bought. This is how many coins I had once I sold a portion of my position for a profit. I was left with 0.05990 tokens, and since then I've earned 0.00537 tokens. Total gain for this investment, 86%, and that's $866. So I'm not sure if I would have been making more money or less money if I didn't unstake, because I would have been continuously earning APY, but very happy. Overall, what's my 1 month review so far with Wonderland Time? It's a winner. It's a winner. It took me about 3 weeks for me to take that risk off, and I didn't sell it at the best time. I didn't sell that portion of my investment at the best time, but I was able to sell it at a good time. And you can see here, this is my transactions. October 29th, I invested $500. On the 30th, I invested $500. And the coin was trading around 6,500 and 7,000 here on these days. And on November 24th, which is 5 days ago, I sold 0.164 coins at a price of 8,386. And that paid me off a total of 1,375 and gave me a profit of 375. So that's kind of my history here of what I did there, and kind of how I'm playing these DAO projects. So overall, I give it a thumbs up. If you have not invested in this project yet, somewhere around 7,000 is a great price point to do a starter position. And overall, I'm curious to see what this does in the future. Like we saw the charts before, do know that this project first launched around $500. So if we do get a rug or a sell-off, that's a long way down. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just happy that I took this risk off. And I'm just trying to make the best possible strategic moves here so that I take risk off. Overall, love the project. It's been great to me, and I'm going to continue to track it to see if I make that $400,000 in 1 year. And it's going to be interesting to see that. And if you found this video of any value or use, you can join my Patreon and support this channel. Links under the description of this channel. That's going to do it for this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.